Buongiorno, darlings. There we go. There's a new start there, which is very exciting. Yes, so welcome to day 13. This one feels really precious. I like the number 13 along with 7s. 13 with the goddess codes, you know. So yeah, very excited for today. Also, if you can tell, my voice is a bit, I didn't have a voice yesterday. It literally, I could not talk. So today we have a back, but I don't know how long we'll stay here. Hello, darling. Alex, how's it going? Hi, Jeff. What's up? Yay, I'm really excited to be here with you guys. I'm really feeling like I want to share a lot. Of course, I always have so much I want to say, but I also want to, again, keep these contained, and especially today with this voice. So we'll see where we go. I definitely wanted to bring in, the throat chakra region today and really work with, sounding, obviously. And some neck rolls and just some opening in this area. I feel like a lot of us, and I definitely can feel it right now for myself, blocked, but I feel like a lot of us can feel that way through our expression and sharing our truth and just being in this vibrancy of our authentic self. So so we'll be working with our throat chakra today. And then I was feeling into, there's so many things I want to share, I'll just start now. So basically, we'll be checking in with self in a minute, but I just want to share this story around Vagabond Art Portal and the birthday we had yesterday for this beautiful Vagabond vibe. I'll just share a little bit around that with Vagabond. So you might be wondering, what is Vagabond? And honestly, it's still in an incubation stage, which is crazy because its 4th birthday was yesterday. But it feels like so important. And the main reason it came about was, first of all, Vagabond to me feels like freedom. It feels like liberation. It feels like being in our own flow and letting life show us what's up for us and integrating it all. So it's kind of a tantric vibe as well, is what I feel. And vagabonds can have a negative connotation as well, depending how we view them. But for me, I feel like, they're kind of rebels to the society, the current society anyway. Hello, Aunt Paula, nice to see you here. So with this Vagabond vibe, it's I remember I was living out in Vancouver about 6 years ago or so, and I had this, I lived on East Hastings Street, which was called Tent City, and there's people ODing on the streets every hour, basically. There was ambulances every hour. And it was really intense. And on my way to my corporate job at the time, I would ask people to please get out of the doorway while they were shooting up. It was intense. So the vibe with it was what the fuck? I was in my own place of in my deep healing place of I don't know what to do or how to help the situation, but all I know is this is not okay. And the government it's not really helping from what I can tell, by giving more drugs to the issue. So it feels to me like the answer to this problem feels nurturing ourselves and coming back to ourselves, working our trauma through, moving the grief, the intense sadness and rage, and moving that through so that we can feel more embodied in our self and in our wealth, really, which is a whole other thing to share. But this vision with Vagabond came up of us being in our artistry and us feeling ourselves and our worthiness feels so empowering for this world. And also, where are we after that? If we're all feeling more in tune with our creative life force energy, which is our sexual energy, which is why I bring up this orgasmic aspect as well, which is moving the emotion through too. It's what do we access from that point? I know I've talked about that, I think in the last one or the one before that, about what we can access, our superpowers, if we are actually moving that emotion through. So with the Vagabond aspect, it's why is it that like as artists, it's like a whole thing around starving artists. It pisses me off, you know. It's like art is everything, you know, and also innovation mixed with it too. And so yeah, I'm here for us artists, all of us, 'cause I really believe that we're all artists. And I'd love to hear your thoughts around this too, if you have more to say around this, or, you know, have a different viewpoint. I'm so open, and I love to hear other people's perspectives around it. Because yeah, like for me, I feel like us coming back to our art feels like, yeah, we're opening up to these new creations for the world. And that's why I'm like a bit like, okay, well, maybe this AI world is okay if it can do the things that we don't want to do as a society. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. But it's also this weird thing of like hating AI and being like, lah. So it's like this strange thing. And the reason why when I came to Lisbon a couple weeks ago for this web summit, I was like, okay, I'm curious about this AI world, but like, and mainly for Vagabond, because it's a portal online and also offline for artists to share their art, to collaborate, to be in their essence, and really become. I really am hoping with the vision is to stabilize themselves and be able to support themselves with their art. So I'm still blueprinting that myself. I'm still in a place of like, okay, like grounding myself and trying to make it with my art. I'm so grateful for family, and I've had a lot of support, which there's been shame around that and feeling like, oh, I feel like icky about that doesn't feel good. But also I'm starting to switch it to gratitude and realizing like, let's get our fucking act together and yeah, get serious here. And that's why I bring up the whole Aquarian CEO vibe, with which I know sounds hilarious. Like to me it's hilarious, but it sounds a bit ridiculous and out there and wooey and whatever. But like to me, the Aquarian CEO feels like, okay, if we're empowered in ourselves of like, what do I, as my human perspective, if I get to choose what to bring this world and leave as a legacy in some kind of way, what is that? What's that beauty that wants to come through? Or whatever it looks like. I feel like it's art in some kind of way. And so, yeah, I kind of play with this Aquarian CEO because I was so against astrology before, but now that I have my birth chart read a few times from different beautiful astrologers, and it's been like, whoa, this is so vast. It's so interesting when we look at like the different parts that we are. Anyway, so the Aquarian energy is all about like community, collaboration, togetherness, and also technology. So it's like, can we work together with our visions? Because I really believe we're all visionaries and we're all CEOs of our beautiful one life that we have right now. And so yeah, that's kind of the vibe around Vagabond Art Portal. We're still really grounding in after 4 years. Actually 5 years is when we started to. It's been even longer than that when the idea was coming, but we launched 4 years ago. So there'll be lots more around that. I also have a lot of fun things with all that to dive into, like ROGA, like really discounted ROGA sessions one-on-one. So if you're enjoying these and just feeling like, wow, it's kind of helping me to go deeper into these parts that are like have been unfelt for so long, have been pushed away for so long, maybe something to deepen into together on a one-on-one call. So I'm here for you if you need. Also, the DJ program's coming up, which is starting next week. We're going to go live tomorrow with my friend Paz, who's going to be guiding this session or the sessions. And yeah, so we'll be doing that. And then also the Galactic Empress Voyage. So that's also a whole other, I know it sounds, again, really far out there and like, has this girl actually lost it? I understand what all this looks like, but it's like, to me, the galactic realm is here. It's in our body. It's listening to our body. And the Empress vibe is choosing, oh yeah, I'm worthy as fuck. I'm worthy to be in this world and have this vision. And so that actually leads me into, okay, so there wasn't gonna be a lot of words today, but here we go. So yeah, okay, so over the past 4 years, I really believe because I wasn't feeling like truly worthy of this vision for Vagabond. That's why I put it on the shelf. It was like dangling here and there. I would bring it off a little bit, play a little bit with some friends with improv. My beautiful friend David, we worked together a lot with improv stuff. And nothing was really catching. Nothing felt truly good. And it was me that had to really deepen into this. I am worthy of this dream. As vast as it is, I am worthy of this dream. And so there's all this angles and worlds of opening in my body to feel like, oh, I am the center of my universe. And I bring that up a lot here. And it's like, I get to be me. And there was this feeling of like, I've been so damn humble my whole life up until like a few years ago that I was like sinking into myself, like being like, ooh, barely wanting to exist, just wanting to shrink because of all the turbulence, the held emotion, the traumas, the blah, 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 the grief and anger. And like, it was like, I just wanted to melt into myself, which is not a fun place to live, right? If you felt that before. And so I'm realizing, opening through all these sessions I've had with my sisters. I see Ilsa here, who's helped me ground a lot with all this. It's been opening of like, I am worthy of this dream. I'm worthy of what I envision and what I want to create for this lifetime and for this world. So that's also this Aquarian CEO vibe of like, oh yeah, I get to call the shots. I get to do what I want to do here. So, so that's something I just wanted to bring up because, we were celebrating Vagabond's birthday yesterday, and just a reminder for you of like, what does it look like and feel like in your body to feel yourself a bit more in a way of like, I'm like a catch. I'm a catch to this world. Like, oh, they're lucky. They're lucky to know me. Like, I know it sounds so cocky. I know it sounds so narcissist, but like, there's something really beautiful of like feeling this ownership of like, yeah, I'm a catch, you know? And there's more I could go into that maybe a little bit later in another live. I love that there's 77 because we have lots of times and lots of stories to come. But yeah, it feels really important, and that feels to me like the center of the universe of like, it all stems from me and how I hold and be with myself. And the world can be loud as fuck, but I got me through it all. So, with all that, hello to Darlings, Shim, Katie, yay, nice to see you here. And I would like to, kind of just deepen into this throat chakra. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about, I basically don't have a voice right now, so we'll just make this basically as short and sweet as possible. I know I've already been talking for a million hours, so we'll see where we go. But of course, we're going to bring the sounding in, and we'll also do a little bit of massage also this area, the throat chakra area. And we'll also play with the colors of turquoise and blues and just really allowing that watery sensation of like, to using that element to kind of help open this area more. So you can visualize and imagine this any way you like. And we'll just kind of play. Might end up singing, might make some creepy sounds. So this will be fun. We'll see where we go. I already warned Erin. I'm like, I feel like this might be a bit annoying to hear from the walls, but she's been warned. So we'll see how we go. Alrighty, so if you're okay where you are, maybe just getting relaxed and comfortable. And just tuning in to your body right now. And if you feel that your body is needing something else, support in a different area other than your throat area, by all means, you can go there, of course. And just relaxing your shoulders back. Feeling your sit bones hold you here. Feeling your chest press forward just a little bit more. Maybe uncrossing your legs. As you press your chest forward, feeling this royal energy, this worthiness, start to amplify through your body. Feel yourself grow taller. And just noticing, what have you been carrying today so far, or the last couple days since the last time? And what is it that you would like to start to refine and clear and start to shift that energy a little bit more? It could be lack state. That's something I'm going to work with today. And it feels like, just for this vagabond vibe of holding this space of believing so much in us coming more into our wealth, because us coming more into our abundance, into our wealth, feels like freedom, which is very vagabondy. But yeah, feel into your body. Maybe there's some deep grief that you want to move through today. Maybe there's some anger, rage. Maybe you've been having a fight with someone or something. We're just going to start to open up the space. You can keep your eyes closed or open. And we're just going to breathe and start to sound out anything that wants to vibrate through, just to refine and clear. Hello, darling Nicholas. Johnny. So continue to grow taller. And just let your body express the way it would like. So already I'm feeling my body want to rock forward and back like a wild person. You might hear some coughing on my end, so I apologize if it gets a little bit annoying. You always turn the volume down and really come into your own space, your own sounding. What are you clearing? Maybe your body wants to move in a different way. And I find too that lack can mean a lot of things. Like, lack to me feels like not just money, but also lack in terms of, love, like feeling like we need to get something from someone. Can we move that lack state, that not enoughness, out through the sound, through the vibration? You can laugh at yourself or me. Letting yourself go into your weirdo self, the one that's not always accepted. Shoo. Keep staying with yourself, sounding if that feels good. Maybe you're saying gibberish. Maybe you've wanted to yell in the pillow by now. Just follow what your body is needing. Maybe you're standing up and dancing and feeling your essence. You're shaking. I'm going to shake just a little bit here. Bringing up new energy through the body as we clear that turbulence. The horse noises, if you've caught the other lives, you know that that's a frequent one here. I like the dramatic shrugging too. Ha, ha. You do something like this, like ha, ha. You're jumping, ha. Ooh, couple more sounding breaths like this. If you're standing, you can continue to do what you need. If you need water or tea, definitely the hot ginger has been really helping soothe. Just noticing if you're drinking something, the feeling that of nurture that gives your throat area and body. Just taking a few deep breaths just to notice, just with that short time, how you're feeling. Maybe a little more rejuvenated, a little bit more clear, maybe a little bit more creative, open. Maybe you need more rounds, maybe you need more time to, more time to really flush the system. So follow what you need, and maybe just starting, if you'd like to join me here, we're just gonna start to open up that neck, nice wide circles. Ooh, you can sound here as well. And this is a nice space to feel. I like to imagine that turquoise water in this area, just kind of opening up new vibrancy here. This is a really beautiful space for our creativity too. It's how we use words and express ourselves. Even though I can barely speak English, the only language I know so far, but we're working on our Spanish for 20 years. But yeah, so just feel that cleansing energy as you just move your neck and head slowly. Maybe you're adding the breath with it. Maybe go in the opposite direction if you haven't already. And while you're here, maybe having a little moment with yourself and just asking, what am I calling in here? What am I calling into this region of my expression to this world? So for me, I'm trying to always call in more wit and fun and play and jokes and laughter. This is what I'm activating here more and more, because it's been like a sad, I get really dramatic, but it's been a dense, heavy, I don't want to say life, there's been fun, but yeah, we're opening more, we're opening to more. So what is it that you're calling into this area as you neck roll and sound, if you like? And just noticing how that vibration, your own vibration, your sound, how that heals and opens new energy. So if you've been working on any projects in your own Aquarian CEO world over there, this is a good one too. Open up space for your voice. Your truth. You can continue rolling if you want to bring the hands to this area. You can do anything to kind of wake the hands back up, or just, you don't even have to do that. You can just use your intention and feel this nurturing support from your hands. And maybe just feeling the words, thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you, body, my one true home on this planet is the body. You can keep sounding, sighing. Always open for that yell if you need to yell. I see Aaron has joined. Oh, Lori. Mike, yay. Aaron from the other side, she probably heard me being a bit wild over here. So just explore this region. And again, feel those waters, that element of water, and how truly healing it is. You know, when you are by the water, it instantly makes you feel better. So with our imagination, we're just bringing it into this region. What color is it? With your hands, as you open up new area here, new space to be more you. That the world really needs is you to be you. Your royal self, feeling worthy as fuck. Taking up space. Ooh, if your hands get a bit heavy, you can shake them out. So just noticing how you're feeling in this region. And again, if you need longer, you can take more time with that. It's just so beautiful. I'm really loving that we can do this together. And hopefully you're joining and not just letting me be the only weirdo. But hopefully, yeah, you can feel this togetherness even through this strange way of the online world. And before we start to move on into our day, I just want to invite you to, I'm obsessed with the journal. If you haven't noticed, in the other lives I bring it up quite a lot. But I find there's so much beauty if we go into the deepest, most dense emotion and the most intense feeling that we're holding. And it could be from childhood, it could be from recent, but really going into that and expressing it on paper. You can express it on paper, or you can express it to a friend or a loved one. And just really letting yourself be with it, to let it move and clear. And then you can do everything we were just doing to help move it even farther, and then also stabilize ourselves in a more embodied place. Oh, hi, Joe, my darling Jojo. Yeah. So just feeling into anything you'd like to share. The deep hiding is what I feel is needing to be liberated. Liberating this shame or grief. Just giving it that space. So you can write it in your journal, like I said, or if you ever want to write me or share in the comments at any time, please feel free, because this is a space for us to unify and just be together and liberate these deep, dark truths that we all probably share. We all share the same feelings. It's just different storylines. So it's medicine to really let it liberate through. Yeah, so one last little moment. I just want to say, if Joe's watching, if we could all just send my Uncle Stuart, who is at home right now, just a lot of love. If we could just give and send with our hearts. He's in palliative right now at home. I'm not sure if she's with him, but maybe we can just really bring ourselves into this moment of togetherness and support as community. And to breathe deeply and maybe sounding. To anyone that feels like they need that extra support. And just notice if you can feel for a moment this togetherness across worlds, across timelines. Even if you're catching the recording, can you feel this togetherness by being in your body? Sounding. And we'll do one more sounding breath. Feeling like our weird, wild selves. You can yell, you can scream, you can just sound really loud, or just vibrate lightly. We'll take one deep breath together. And exhale. Feeling this connection of self and to each other. Whew. Thank you so much for joining today, my friends. And we will be seeing you very soon on the next one, day 14. So remember your Aquarian CEO vibes. We'll be talking more about that later too, even more, because it's a code. And we have to thank my friend Katie for this code, because she really brought it in and anchored it in of this Aquarian CEO, because I was joking about the CEO and the power that we can feel by being in that. And yeah, so we'll talk more about that. We might even bring her live someday. So I love you. And yeah, cheers, Stola to Uncle Stuart. Much love to you all as well. Thank you.